Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all the support I received from you. And as always, all the information in my videos is rumors taken from the internet or the street. I'm not saying the information is fact.
Pick your mans up.
And just because people used to come through shooting at us every day. And this block, words can't even explain, man. Can't even explain.
Yeah, man. Nuskii Valley, 05 way on money. Young money, man. They in the building.
600 boy, LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get it to him, man. OC2 boys, man. Team
Number 9, man. Number 9 shooter, you hear me?
Hey, bitch, little bitch. Yeah. Fuck is wrong with you? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Brick Squad, boy. Fuck is you talking about, boy?
You have to be willing to die or go to jail for 100 years if that's the lane that you're stepping in. You have to understand that whether you 15, 16, you got to think like a man. You know what I'm saying?
So don't be in it. Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years old?
They say what they want to say.
How old are you?
300.
Revisiting the story of GetBackGang. It's been 4 years since I released my most viewed video, The Story of GetBackGang, a video that set the standard for longer stories about gangs of Chicago on YouTube. However, a lot has changed since the video was released, and new information, which was not available at the time, has come out. There are several inaccuracies that we now know the truth about. Therefore, I have chosen to make this video where we revisit the 4-year-old video and basically make a remake with correct information. Several of the old videos are outdated, information-wise, which has made me want to update you viewers on all the new information that has come out. I hope you will enjoy the video. The years between 2015 to early 2017 were hectic years for BD sets in the Woodlawn area of Chicago. GD sets such as Gyro City, STL/EBT, Mob, and recently created Taekwon World, as well as the Mickey Cobras from 051 Young Money, were out for revenge for fallen soldiers such as Lil Mark and Polo from 051 Young Money, Big V from Taekwon World, and KI from STL/EBT. Among others. O-Block and 600, often called OB600 at the time due to their close friendship, also had many of their absolute top members locked up behind bars during these years. Savage shooters such as D Rose, Manny, M Thang, T. Roy, Boss Top, Boss Money, King Von, C-Day, and Rondo Number 9 were all behind bars. In the years 2014 to 2015, it was mainly 051 Young Money who led the way in the attacks against 600 and THF-46. They were out for revenge after the murder of Lil Mark, who was shot and killed on March 28, 2014, in a hit orchestrated by O Block, THF 46 and 600. The mockery from BD members flooded on social media after the hit went down, including the star rapper Lil Durk, who is a member of the set Lamron, but who these days mostly claim Tay-Town/300. Durk was also very close, and still is, with one of the leaders from THF 46, Bezu. Lil Durk was also indirectly involved in the war by supplying his affiliates with weapons. 051 hated him and wanted revenge, but they couldn't get to him. Durk has always been very clever about how he moves around. 051 therefore decided to get to him in another way, by killing everyone close to him. Their targets were his manager Chino from THF 46, his cousin Nuskii from Face World 079, his older brother D Thang from Dogbound, and his cousin Baby D from Central City Gangsters. Any one of his close friends were also high on the list of targets.
Bus stop, man. Hey, this bus stop right here, though. This a real famous place. You hear me? This is a real famous place, B. Hey, this bus stop, this is a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Free my nigga T. You gotta fuck with rockin', man. Gay.
Already 2 months after the assassination on Lil Mark, the first revenge came, signed by 051 Young Money. On May 31, 2014, around 3:15 p.m., Lil Durk's close cousin, Nuskii, also called OTF Nunu, had previously been shopping in the Villa Sport clothing store located in the shopping mall at 8700 South Cottage Grove. Once Pluto left the shopping mall and headed back to his vehicle and entered his car, suddenly, 1 or 2 offenders approached on foot and opened fire on Nuskii, who was sitting in his car. In the midst of getting hit by bullets, Nuskii, carried by survival instinct and adrenaline rush, tried to drive away but shortly lost control of the vehicle and crashed into 2 separate vehicles before crashing into the children's store front window. The story of GetBackGang had a few errors regarding this murder. Firstly, rapper Lil Durk was not present. He was not in the store shopping for shoes. Nuskii was there by himself. I have seen some people suggest that Nuski's girlfriend was with him, however I don't know if that is true. Secondly, Andrilla from 051 Young Money was not one of the shooters. It is actually still unknown about the number of shooters. The incident report regarding the murder suggests it was only one, however we have previously seen incident reports with several errors. For example, the incident report regarding the murder of Get Right stated it was only one shooter despite the surveillance footage clearly showing 2. Rapper TTB Nez, member of Sue Woo, released a song called F Ops Part 2 in November 2016. In the song he rapped, "Shooters come 2 ways, F Nuskii headshot. Nuskii should have had his gun when he got a headshot." These lyrics suggest it was 2 shooters, and this is actually the theory I believe. The second error I made regarding this murder is the shooters. Andrilla, who I pointed out, was not one of the killers. The other shooter I singled out was Melly, and there are even doubts about his presence. The person from 051 Young Money who is actually most likely to have pulled one of the triggers is Rockhead. Rockhead, or Rocco, is currently in jail for the murder of L.A. Capone from 600, who was shot and killed in late September 2013. Rockhead actually fits the description of the shooter, a short male with dreadlocks, and he was on the Chicago Police Department's top 10 shooters list. After the murder of Nuskii, Rocco wrote several self-incriminating tweets. The day after the murder he wrote, "Smoking Nunu all night," and mocked one of Nuski's old posts which read, "Ain't nobody finna be smoking on Nuskii pack 'cause I keep my strap, OTF." The day after the murder, Melly implicated Rocco as the shooter by tweeting, "No Rocco cold." When Rocco was arrested for the murder of L.A. Capone in mid-2014, a girl tweeted, "Damn 12 took my guy. Free Mr. Nuskii sticks, cause he stay blowing Nuskii sticks." Several others interacted with Rocco on Twitter in the days following Nuskii's death, including King Von, who expressed aggression towards him. There are still possibilities that Melly was the second shooter. There is a lot that speaks for it, not least his own tweets and Lil Durk's tribute to Nuskii once Melly died in early September 2019. There is of course also the video of Mabu Crump from Snow Block, who in 2018 streamed on Instagram at the location where Nuskii was killed, adding that he was with the dude who did it, but that he doesn't want to be on camera. Crump and Melly were very close and hung out often. The day after the murder, Melly uploaded a tweet where he wrote, "Durk steady talking about New was up next, same was L.A. Capone too, they got their savage turned down like Lil Rob," followed by a bunch of laughing emojis. Sly implicated Melly as one of the shooters the day after the hit went down by tweeting, "Melly official on MC." Contradicting this claim, Tay Capone from 600 has stated that Melly did not kill Nuskii.
Them left Nuskii. They left his ass right here. You feel me? They left his ass up here on folks and them tweaking. Buying some shoes. Y'all see real niggas be up here though. Nigga play with me up here on folks in this building, when bitch on the news. I look like Nuskii. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. I'm with the nigga that did. He don't want to be on camera though. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. You hit me? They fuck my boy up. Right here, you feel me? Historic events. Y'all know I'm gonna bring y'all around this shit. Historic events. Wish a nigga would play with me, boy. I look like Nuskii. He ran into this though. He ran into the children's place, died like a bitch on Pokes now. Goof ass nigga. Nigga ain't go, what do I look like Nuskii? Fuck you talking about? Hey, I'm about to take y'all. Matter of fact, we about to go get a Chino burger. Oh, turn this up.
I also mentioned that Pryboy from 051 was rumored to be the getaway driver for the hit. This rumor has been around for years and has never been confirmed. Additionally, Lil Durk arrived at the scene shortly after the murder upon receiving the call. Nuskii was still sitting bloody in his car because the police refused to move him in an attempt to save his life. This is when the infamous photo of Lil Durk, devastated at seeing his cousin dead in the driver's seat, was taken. And Drilla from 051 later uploaded this picture with the caption, "Lil Durk saw his cousin bleeding, that guy lost it," followed by laughing emojis. A month after Nuskii's murder, Polo, a member of 051 Young Money, was allegedly killed by 600, most likely as revenge for the murder of L.A. Capone, who was killed the year before. Lil Bu was one of the alleged killers, and Zhu Blow from 600 was also rumored to have been involved in the hit. I never mentioned this murder in the story of GetBackGang, largely because it didn't have much impact as 051 barely claimed him, tragically. Back to 051 Young Money and their desire for revenge after the murder of Lil Mark. Next up for 051 was Lil Durk's manager at the time, Chino from THF 46. On March 27, 2015, around 1:45 p.m., OTF Chino was traveling with a woman who told him to pull over into a parking space outside of a restaurant called Stony Sub on 8440 South Stony Island. Chino remained in the car while she went into the restaurant to buy food. Suddenly, Melly from 051 approached the vehicle from the north and opened fire. Chino, the target, was struck multiple times, including in his face and chest. After Melly was finished shooting, he casually walked away from the scene northbound. The woman then ran out of the restaurant, jumped into the car, and drove Chino to Trinity Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The girl did not cooperate with the police. Following the murder, there was a lot of mocking and self-incrimination, especially from Melly. 2 days after the incident, he posted a tweet that read, "Rest up Lil Mark, I told you I had you." In the days, weeks, months, and even years following Chino's murder, Melly continually dissed both Chino and Durk. One notable video showed Melly playing cards and eating a burger, where he infamously referred to it as a Chino burger. His close friend, Mabu Crump, also joined in mocking Chino, recording a video of himself ordering a Chino burger at a restaurant.
You bring up your little gracious thing when you need your shit. Some motherfuckers remember what you did. Just like me a piece.
Yeah, Chino burger. That's what they said.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, my son just said Chino burger.
Damn, was that Buddha?
Hey, y'all got that order for Nuskii? Chino burger. Chino burger. Yeah, y'all got it? Hey, right? Oh, thank you. Oh, Bill, what's up? Y'all with that OTLK shit? Oh, man. Hey, this motherfucker bogus as hell, man. Y'all, this shit ain't done, man. Y'all done put this shit back on the grill, man. This shit disgusting, man. Get this shit together, man. For real, this shit bogus as hell.
In the days leading up to the murder, Lil Durk released his remix of Chief Keef's hit song Finito. In his version, he changed the original lyrics, "We gun come and blow New Jersey up," to "I ride through the ops, finna go and shoot Young Money up." On March 25, 2015, 2 days before Chino was killed, Melly tweeted, "Lil Durk again with this rap shit," but was on FaceTime saying he ain't on none. Another factor likely contributing to the tension was Chino's feature in THFDP's music video for the famous diss track Bus Stop, which targeted Lil Mark. Six days after OTF Chino's murder, tragedy struck again. On April 3, 2015, the leader of 600, Lil Boo, was gunned down in an attack orchestrated by 051, Jaro City and possibly Mob. Standing in the 5800 block of South King Drive, King Lil Boo faced a gold-colored vehicle that pulled up. From it, an individual opened fire, prompting Lil Boo to seek refuge behind a parked car. However, the shooter exited the vehicle and approached Lil Boo, who attempted to crawl under the car for cover but was fatally shot multiple times at close range. He was found laying on the ground with his head near the tire, leading his enemies to mockingly refer to him as Tirehead after his death. The ones responsible for this murder were allegedly Ario and Melly from 051, Motor from Jaro City, and one unidentified Mob, Jaro or 051 member. Bebe from Mob was not present since he was locked up at the time. Uchi from 051 has long been rumored to be present, however this is only based on a wiki rumor from several years ago. Many attribute the shooting solely to Melly, particularly due to a Facebook post made by Lil Boo's sister on September 1, 2019, where she wrote, "Tell Lil Boo what up," accompanied by smoke emojis. Additionally, Melly has posted several tweets mocking Lil Boo. For instance, just 2 weeks after the murder, Melly tweeted, "I'm in traffic smoking Lil Boo." The opinions diverge and there is really no point in trying to find the truth about who was the shooter, as it is really impossible to prove. The situation is further complicated by conflicting statements from 600 members regarding Lil Boo's killers. Some claim all his killers are dead, while others, like Breezy, suggest one remains. In the 2019 song Let 'Em Know, by Buka 600, featuring Lil Zay Osama, Buka raps, "Caught Lil Boo killer out in traffic, let him have it." However, after the song's release, Tristo from 051 mocked the lyrics in a story, writing, "He's good," followed by laughing emojis. 10 Milli from Mob also mocked these lyrics in a Facebook status. In April 2021, 600 Breezy posted a story on Instagram with a picture of himself and Lil Boo, captioned, "It's one dude left, we sent the rest to you, he ain't got long." Although 600 Breezy is known for embellishing, there's no apparent reason for him to lie about this. However, part of his story doesn't add up. He implied that 600 or their allies killed 3 of the 4 people involved in the hit, stating, "We sent the rest to you." Ario from 051 is still alive, and Melly was killed by Taekwon World. Of the 4 speculated names, only Motor was allegedly killed by THF-46. However, it's possible that Breezy's information is accurate and that outside observers have identified the wrong members. A few weeks after Lil Boo's murder, DB from Taekwon World killed Capo from Savage Squad / Front Street, not to be confused with Capo from NLMB Glow Gang. A month after that, 051 struck again, targeting their bitter rivals in THF-46. On May 24, 2015, Raheem was at a restaurant with 5 others at 45th and Cottage. After they left the restaurant, a vehicle drove by, and a man inside leaned out the window and opened fire in a drive-by shooting. An anonymous woman reported that she was on the phone with Raheem at the time and heard someone yell, "On that car, on that car," to which Raheem replied, "I'm looking at it." Then, 2 to 4 shots rang out, and the woman heard the phone drop to the ground. Many people, including myself, believed Melly was responsible due to his self-incriminating behavior and the fact that Raheem had shot Melly and Ario from 051 2 weeks earlier, with both surviving the attack. However, it was actually Ario who killed Raheem, and was arrested for the murder after 3 out of 5 witnesses identified him as the shooter. During police questioning, Ario claimed it was Sonny from 757 who had committed the murder, and that Sonny was shot and killed 2 weeks after Raheem. Ario was never convicted due to lack of evidence. Two months later, Stella from 600 was murdered, allegedly by Bebe and a boy from Mob. They caught him in traffic, jumped out of the car, upped their guns, and ended his life. A month later, 051 killed a Drex side member named Big Mo. Although there were rumors that Andrilla was involved, I doubt it. However, it was definitely 051. They targeted him because he sided with OBN in their feud with 051 due to family ties. I mention this because Drex side, or OBN, retaliated 6 days later by killing Wag from 051. Contrary to what I previously stated in the story of GetBackGang, it was not Westbrook from THF 46 who was responsible. Now we've reached the year 2016, during which I mentioned several murders. Looking back 4 years later, several errors can be identified. On June 10, 2016, T-Berg from 051 Young Money was shot and killed, allegedly by Roman Tracy, both members of THF 46. Initially, I reported it was Roman T-Man from THF 44. Tracy incriminated himself during an Instagram stream with Andrilla from 051 regarding this murder. He joined the stream and mocked Drilla for not hearing about him until 2015. When Drilla asked, "What did you hear?" and started laughing, Tracy responded with, "What did you hear, Terry Berry?" Drilla then replied, "You're going to jail," and ended the stream. In this context, Terry Berry refers to T-Berg from 051, whose real name was Terry Bates Jr., not TB from Taekwon World. Twin from THF 46 also mocked T-Berg in songs by mentioning Terry Berry.
Clout, fuck.
No, I don't want no clout. I don't care about my
But I'm
face.
saying, you want the clout,
I never
what
seen
type of
you
nigga?
before, nigga.
What
You
type of
was never
nigga say,
outside,
hey, look. Hey,
Rockhead, I've been chased Rockhead. You was never outside of 2010. You wasn't outside of 2013. On Kyle, you went. Nigga, first time I ever heard of Driller was in 2015, boy. 2015, boy. And I ain't never seen you.
What you hear?
What you hear? Come on, man. I'm out the porch at 15. So you trying to tell me?
What you hear?
You knew me since 2008 sometime, boy. I never seen you.
What you hear?
Fuck is you talking about?
Oh, okay.
What you hear? Terry Berry, nigga. What you hear?
What?
Fuck is you talking about? What
Hey,
you
look,
hear?
man, you gonna go to
I
jail,
clapped
bro.
all y'all up there, boy.
You gonna go to jail.
So many from y'all. I stopped thinking about y'all because of Lil Mark told on me.
On the,
If Lil Mark would never told on me, boy, I'd have been on y'all.
On the guys, bro. He gonna go to jail, bro. What is he on? You gotta get off my live with all that shit.
Only 3 days later, Bebe from Mob, one of the alleged killers of Stello, was killed. There is significant controversy surrounding the murder of Bebe. One theory claims 600 was behind it, while another suggests Bebe was backdoored by Wugga World. On June 13, 2016, Bebe was in a dark 2009 Range Rover with other mob members, including Nut. While driving in Lamron territory, they spotted a man filling his car with gas. An argument ensued, and a witness later heard 5 to 7 shots. Bebe was shot in the hand and head, found trying to escape to the back seats of his car. The first theory posits that DSG and 600, specifically Bite Down and Wu-Tang, were responsible. Wu-Tang tweeted self-incriminating posts before and after the murder, and Breezy from 600 mentioned Bebe in a post. In 2018, Memo from 600 commented on a Spot News post, hinting at their involvement. Bite Down was suspected due to his association with Wu-Tang and his dreadlocks, which matched the witness's description. The second theory suggests that Wugga World was behind the murder, based on rumors of Bebe being backdoored. Rico Reckless mentioned in an interview that Bebe was backdoored. Bebe was also a suspect in a double homicide at a Wugga World house party 2 months prior, which could have motivated retaliation. Both theories have supporting evidence. The argument between Bebe and the shooter suggests a more personal conflict, which complicates attributing blame solely to 600. In the end, it's a tragic situation, as Bebe, despite his violent past, was only 18 when he died. A month earlier, Bebe's brother Domo from Mob killed Pyro from 800, leading to Domo's life sentence. 3 days later, another murder occurred, this time involving a member of Jaro City, Twink, who was shot and killed on the 6300 block of South Eberhart. Twink was shot in the face and was taken to the Northwestern Memorial Hospital in serious condition, where he later passed away at the age of 27. According to the incident report, the shooter was a lone gunman, around 5'7" with dreads, who fled towards Parkway Apartments, more famously known as O Block. The member who has been most singled out for this murder is Dog from A Block, a well-known member and shooter. This event is important since this murder allegedly broke the ongoing truce between Taekwon World / Jaro City and O Block in 2016. This led to TB from Taekwon World and Lil Daryl from Jaro City killing one of GetBackGang's most active members, Melvo. This happened on June 17, 2016, the day after Twink was killed. GetBackGang are close allies to 600. Exactly 1 month later, on July 17, 2016, BJ's younger brother, Cheno from A Block, was killed by No Love City. In the story of GetBackGang, I initially claimed it was A Block, specifically Poppy from Taekwon World and Get Right from STL/EBT. However, evidence suggests it might have been Zoe from Landlord, SA, who pulled the trigger. Many still believe the theory that Taekwon World was involved and that Poppy was the shooter, which remains a possibility. However, I have doubts because the killers spoke with Cheno, asking where to get some weed, before taking his life. One man shot from inside the car, then another exited the car and emptied his bullets into Cheno's body. It could still have been Poppy, as there are indications pointing to his involvement as well. The exact truth is difficult to determine. Two months later, another of Stello's killers, a boy from Mob, was gunned down. He was walking with another male on the sidewalk when Gucci and Tay, both from THF-46, jumped out of a car and chased him down until he fell, then stood over him and executed him. Both were charged with the murder. Westbrook, also THF-46, was the getaway driver. Three months later, on November 30th, 2016, 051 Young Money killed Trayvon from THF-46/Marvin World. Rumor has it that Melly and Tristo from 051 were involved in the killing, but that is not confirmed by any means. Trayvon was killed in Mall Town, a set that Melly had strong ties with. Melly also lived close to Trayvon in the 6400 block of South Ellis. Nez from Suwu TTB is also rumored to have been involved in this murder. 2 days later, THF-46 retaliated by killing Shot Mac from 051. Rome from THF-46 and T-Man from THF-44 were the alleged gunmen, carrying out the attack in broad daylight. The day after, T-Man tweeted, "They forgot," referencing Lil Durk's song released 2 weeks earlier. Rome reposted this tweet, adding, "I think they did lol." Around the same time, TTB Nez's song F-Dops Part 2, which mocked multiple deceased members and sets, was also released. 3 days after the murder, Rome tweeted, "These rappers always putting their gang in bad situations." 6 days later, he tweeted, "Drill some then go watch Twitter looking like who died." The last murder I discussed from 2016, which occurred 2 days after Shot Mac's death, was that of Big A from O Block. I initially and incorrectly claimed that Get Right from STL/EBT, and KI's brother G.I. Joe from Taekwon World, committed the murder. The story of GetBackGang was released 4 years ago, and at that time, this theory was widely believed. Many thought Big A had killed KI, prompting her brother to seek revenge. This, however, is false. Big A was killed in a restaurant near Parkway Gardens called Sammy's. 3 members from out west were inside the restaurant, and around 8 O Block members were outside, thinking the guys inside looked suspicious. Big A and another member entered the restaurant, but before they had time to up their guns, one of the 3 men from out west opened fire, shooting Big A in the chest, causing him to drop instantly. The shooter then targeted the other O Block member, who had already started running out. Another man from out west picked up Big A's gun and executed Big A with 2 shots to the face. As the 3 men fled the restaurant, they engaged in a shootout with the O Block members outside. 2 of the 3 men were hit but managed to get to the hospital and survived. Big A was pronounced dead on arrival. After a tough year for O Block in 2016, losing both Cheno and Big A, 2017 started even worse. On Valentine's Day, O Block's top shooter, D-Roy, was shot and killed by TB from Taekwon World in a convenience store in the 2000 block of East 71st Street. T-Roy was actually searching for TB that day, which is why he was in Paxtown territory, where TB often hung out. T-Roy was alone, looking for DB, and decided to go to a street where he had seen pictures of DB to see if he was there. It's rumored that Brick from STL/EBT spotted T-Roy, and called TB to give him T-Roy's location. Brick lived in Paxtown at that time. When TB got the call, he picked up 2 times from Taekwon World and Get Right from STL/EBT, and went to the location. T-Roy, who was on high alert, spotted them, raised his gun, and tried to chase them down. DB and the others ran, escaped, went to their apartment, grabbed guns, and dressed in all black. They returned to the location and saw D-Roy entering a grocery store. Inside, DB and Get Right approached D-Roy. Surveillance footage shows D-Roy standing next to Get Right and TB. Seconds later, DB raised his gun and shot T-Roy once in the chest. Both DB and CGR rushed out of the store and fled the scene. The whole incident played out like a cat-and-mouse game. DB was listed as the suspect in the murder report, but despite the clear surveillance footage and witnesses, DB was never charged with the murder. This was an enormous score for Taekwon World and their allies. By now, everyone knows that T-Roy put in major work and was O-Block's top killer, along with his best friend King Von. O-Block heavily depended on King Von and T-Roy, whose combined body count reached double digits. In the story of GetBackGang, I described T-Roy's death as O-Block's biggest loss of all time and that you could think of it as if King Von had been killed today. The rest is history. After T-Roy was murdered, members of O-Block, along with 600, gathered. King Von, who was being held in Cook County at the time for first-degree murder and 2 attempted murders, pressured O-Block to take action, calling for a bloodbath. In his song Jet, featuring Buka 600, King Von rapped, "Can't settle for shit, I'm steady thinking to myself, I lost my best friend, could I have saved him if I was there? That was the worst feeling I ever felt, and I broke down to myself and I cried on them steps." He demanded revenge and even sent out hits from jail, as he mentioned in the song Still Trapping, featuring Lil Durk, with the line, "I done sent hits from my cell." Both O-Block and 600 were on the same path. Although GetBackGang was actually already a thing after Big A's death, T-Roy's murder set the movement into motion. The day after the murder, Buka 600 posted his infamous tweet, "Y'all don't know the half of what's finna transpire."
What's going on? He got hit once, some shit. Oh, damn. What the fuck going on out there? T-Roy got shot. Look, this is the thing, y'all don't know T-Roy. Y'all gotta leave our history of T-Roy, y'all don't know. T-Roy got to go further. That's T-Roy. That's T-Roy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know T-Roy like I know T-Roy, you know what I'm saying? So when I hear he gets shot on, the fuck he don't want to talk me like, don't be lacking, don't be, you know? He was on me, he used to be on each other, you know what I'm saying? Because me and him, we back to back, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? Going around in circles on the deck, you know? And they put their arm around me, when I'm like, damn, you good, bro, you good, what's wrong with you, Vaughn? Yeah, I'm good, what's wrong, you got a phone, man? I'm good, you know? They what happened? I mean, they just killed T-Roy. Ooh, he what? I'm T-Roy. They just killed T-Roy. Oh, I got to break it down on King Dave. That shit. I couldn't help it. They hugging me. These some real niggas. You see what I'm saying? We grown ass men. Folks grab me to hold me and shit. You get to there, you gonna be alright, shorty. You gonna be alright. Oh, hold on, boy. That's my best friend, boy. They just killed my best friend while I'm in jail. That nigga Melly, I ain't on no distance shit, R.I.P. Melly, whatever, from the ops. Now he one of them niggas you could talk to, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to him cause he cool, and he got a little points, whatever he did, you know? So it's okay. But look, now he tell me, now I hollered at the nigga and shit. The nigga, I mean he dead or he dead right now. But like, he tell me as soon as he's alive. He like, I knew you was gonna get out, shorty. You lost your best friend. God had to let you out. You see what I'm saying? Like God, he owed you that. I said, that's some real shit. For a bitch ass op ass nigga to say, okay, damn.
Keep in mind, it's not just murders happening, there are also many attempted murders. Buka, Manny, and Domo from 600 were all shot during 2016 and 2017. Edog and T-Roy were also shot in those years. Zhu Blow from 600 narrowly escaped getting shot by TB from Taekwon World after being caught off guard. Mano from Front Street was shot in the face by TB in 2016 but survived. LC from Taekwon World shot Joey from O Block in the eye in 2015, earning him the nickname, LC Leave Em Blind. Lil Tuan from Taekwon World shot Kwano and Michi from Front Street inside the O, also in 2015. Incidents like these were frequent, with Taekwon World, formed around 2014 to 2015, responsible for a significant portion of the violence. Less than a month later, another setback occurred, this time for O Block's allies, THF 46. Bobo had just been released from Cook County after beating a murder case. At 11:12 p.m. on March 6, 2017, 6 hours after the $10,000 bond was posted, surveillance cameras captured Bobo pushing through a metal turnstile and leaving the jail complex in a gray hoodie. He got into a car with two people and headed south on California Avenue. Moments later, a white SUV pulled up alongside them. Inside the SUV were Uchi, KD, and Rose from 051 Young Money, and Kurt Mack from Snow Block, who was driving. Two members from 051 shot Bobo multiple times, leaving him DOA. Uchi and Rose were charged with the murder after KD allegedly snitched on them. This was an extremely bold hit. The first act of revenge, which I did not mention in the first video due to lack of knowledge, occurred on April 10, 2017. Booman from STL/Rock Nation and his 11-year-old stepson were walking home from a corner store in the 11,600 block of South Bishop Street just after 5 p.m. according to police documents. Booman called his stepson's mother when he noticed he was being followed by the Parkway Boys in a white vehicle. A man from the white vehicle then jumped out and started chasing Booman and his stepson, with the vehicle trailing behind. Booman turned around and begged the man not to shoot him in front of his stepson. He then tried to wrestle the gun away from the gunman. During the struggle, the 11-year-old stepson was shot in the calf, and Booman was shot once in the back of the head and twice in his left shoulder. The young boy fortunately survived. One man was arrested and charged with the murder, Bando Els, a member of Face World 069/Sunnyside, who is affiliated with O Block. Interestingly, he claimed the same gang as Booman, Sunnyside/Rock Nation, which complicates the situation. Several members of Sunnyside have stated that Bando Els is innocent and saying, "Free Els," which would be odd if he had indeed killed one of their own in such a brutal manner in front of his stepson. This leaves two possibilities: either Bando Els is innocent and someone from O Block committed the murder, or he did it with O Block members in the car and simply didn't care. Regardless, this murder highlights how ruthless O Block and their allies became after T-Roy's death. They were willing to kill any enemy, even in front of his child. A month later, another body dropped, marking what many consider the first murder in the Get Back Gang campaign, as it remains unconfirmed if O-Block was behind Boom Man's death, or the motive if it was Bando L's. On May 14, 2017, Lil Ho from Jaro City was standing with a group on East 62nd Street and Eberhart Avenue. Suddenly, 3 offenders emerged from an alley and opened fire with 3 separate handguns, a 9mm, a 40 calories, and a 45 calories. Lil Ho tried to flee westbound but collapsed at 6159 South Eberhart. At least one offender then stood over him and shot him multiple times before they all fled eastbound on 62nd in a waiting red vehicle. 30 spent shell casings were recovered at the scene. The ones responsible for this were from OB600. In the story of Get Back Gang, I mentioned the alleged killers as Gleish, Edog, Duke, and HK. However, at least one of these names is incorrect, as Mikado from 600 was arrested with the same gun used in the murders of Lil Ho and Jamo from Mob. Actually, it doesn't matter who the individuals were, but that it was the O and 600 together. Also, guns were passed around a lot between the members, which makes it hard to know who exactly did what. Either way, Get Back Gang was now in full effect. The next Get Back came 8 days later. On May 22, 2017, Jamo from Mob was caught in traffic near Mob territory. While driving, another vehicle pulled up alongside him. Allegedly, Mikado and Cap FCK-12 from 600 opened fire, hitting Jamo multiple times before fleeing the scene. Jamo managed to get out of his car but collapsed on the street. On June 2, 2017, Edog from a block tweeted, "Summer 2K17, load a Get Back Gang. Shit bout to be going on," along with the hashtag it's gonna be a cold ass summer. 2 weeks after Edog's promise, the first revenge of the summer occurred. On June 16, 2017, a significant loss was felt as DB's best friend, Poppy from Taekwon World, was killed. Despite being heavily involved in gang life, Poppy had secured a job at the L&P Wholesale Candy Company located in the 7000 block of South State, which is considered DoD territory. DoD are BD's allied with Front Street. It's unclear why Poppy chose to work in BD territory, especially during a time when O-Block and 600 were actively seeking revenge. Some believe Taekwon World underestimated O-Block's determination after T-Roy's murder. On that day, Poppy was at work and an older lady, who was shopping at L&P, asked the store manager if Poppy could help her load her groceries into her vehicle. The manager agreed, and Poppy helped the lady to her car. As they exchanged small talk at the rear of the vehicle, the lady noticed a male wearing a ski mask pointing an AK in their direction. The masked man shot Poppy 5 times, including 3 times in the head, before fleeing the scene. Poppy died 3 hours later at Strodger Hospital. The sole gunman in this hit was allegedly T-Roy's younger brother, HK, later known as the Headshot King, or Headshot Heck. Another person reportedly involved was Munna Duke from O-Block. Many have probably seen the video after the murder where HK is smoking, with the caption, "Poppy Wood." Poppy was heavily mocked after his death, not only because he was TB's best friend, but also due to his alleged involvement in the murder of Cheno from O-Block, BJ's brother. The theory suggests that Cheno shot Poppy's cousin Young from STL/EBT, enraging Poppy and leading him to kill Cheno. However, as I said earlier, many claim it was No Love City, not Taekwon World, who killed Cheno. Duke and HK were Get Back Gang's most active members. Many are familiar with Duke's song 12 AM, where he raps, "Get Back Gang, That's me and heck. It's essential to remember that Taekwon World, Jaro, Mob, and STL/EBT were not moving carelessly during this period. O-Block excelled in gathering information and was well organized. Many other BD gangs assisted by providing locations, whereabouts, vehicles, and addresses of their targets. Bodies were dropping rapidly, and OB600 showed no signs of stopping. On June 27, 2017, THF-46 got revenge only 3 months after the murder of Bob O. Kurt Mack from Snow Block, who was the alleged driver on the Bob O hit, was killed, allegedly by Rome from THF-46. Kurt Mack was the uncle of Melly from 051. He had also shot Twin from Lamron, which made Twin mock him after his death. Before we move on to the double murder of Brick and Kobe, I want to mention the double murder of 2 women affiliated with Mob, Juliet and Janine, who were killed on June 28, 2017. Lil Scud from O-Block and Mikado from 600 were responsible for the killings. Both were charged in 2020. Lil Scud received a 26-year prison sentence, while Mikado was found dead in his cell in Cook County last September. It's alleged that Lil Scud and Mikado were paid to carry out the hit because the 2 women were witnesses in a case. This double murder was not part of the Get Back for T-Roy. Exactly 1 month later, on July 17, 2017, 2 more bodies dropped in a joint hit orchestrated by a 600 and O-Block. Brick, who allegedly gave away T-Roy's location to TB and Get Right, and his cousin Kobe Mack were outside in the 6300 block of South St. Lawrence, a well-known hangout spot in STL/EBT territory. It's believed OB600 received a tip about their whereabouts, leading to a coordinated attack. 2 cars from OB600 circled the area, with 1 car parking on 6312 South Rhodes Avenue. 1 wide SUV then pulled up along the sidewalk in front of the houses. A shooter jumped out, shooting Kobe 9 times, including 4 shots to the face. Brick tried to escape but was chased into a gangway where at least 2 shooters were waiting. Brick was shot 6 times, including once under the right eye. The shooters then fled in their vehicles, leaving both Kobe, 31, and Brick, 26, dead at the scene. Several names are associated with this hit. C-Murda from O-Block and Cap FCK-12 and Mikado from 600 were named by the police as suspects. C-Murda is also facing life in prison for the murder of FBG Duck. Other names mentioned include HK and Trey 5 from O-Block. Mona Duke is also linked to the murders due to a photo with Cap FCK-12 on the same day. This was a huge score for OB600. 2.5 months later, the real Get Back came. After TB from Taekwon World killed HK's brother T-Roy, HK promised to get rid of him. On September 26, 2017, HK got his chance, and he took it. TB was out with side from Jaro City in the 7000 block of South Chapel Avenue, which is a 3-minute walk from where he dropped T-Roy. TB would have survived longer if he stopped hanging out in that area. It was not smart of him to be there. O'Block knew where to look for him, just as T-Roy knew. Rumors say that HK had tirelessly hunted in those very streets in pursuit of TB for weeks. With the help of Paxtown, or Moose Block, giving out TB's location, HK got in traffic together with Mikado from 600. They drove to the given location and spotted TB inside sitting on a porch with 2 other unidentified individuals. HK and Mikado jumped out of their black 4-door vehicle, raised their guns, and shot both TB inside multiple times, including shots to the head. According to members, TB was shot 17 times all over his body. An officer at the scene reported, a couple to the head, 1 to the neck and arm. Witnesses also stated that the shooters reloaded their guns and fired more shots. Mikado and HK then jumped back into the car and sped away. TB, 21 years old, was pronounced dead at Northwestern Hospital. Side miraculously survived the headshot, but was sadly killed with motor from Jaro City 2 years later, a hit allegedly carried out by Gino from THF 46. Police spotted the suspect car speeding away from the scene after the murder. The dispatch reported a black 4-door car with 2 masked males, one of whom had a light complexion fitting Mikado's description. Interestingly, the dispatch also reported a second vehicle, a white Dodge Charger, speeding away with a black car. It's possible that OB600 used 2 cars, both circling the area to find TB. Another likely presence at the scene was Muwap from O'Block. The day after TB's murder, Mikado uploaded a picture with HK, both throwing up LA. As usual with high-profile killings, there was an outpouring of mockery and disrespect towards TB. When TB died, it confirmed he allegedly killed T-Roy. Lil Gerald tweeted, "Long live T-Roy Slayer," and LC from Taekwon World called TB, Mr. T-Roy Slayer, acknowledging his courage and impact. On the morning of September 26th, TB's last Facebook post read, "I'm feeling blessed today." Two days later, Fredio from Jaro City was murdered. However, it wasn't O'Block who did it. According to the police report, it was someone who killed Fredio in self-defense. The name of the shooter wasn't disclosed, but the fact that it was done in self-defense says everything. I was wrong about this murder in the story of GetBackGang as I stated at OG. Gleesh and Mikado killed him. On November 24, 2017, HK from O'Block, the driving force behind GetBackGang who had avenged his brother's death, was killed. Initially, many, including myself, believed that HK was killed by Nuskii and Skinny from Jaro City, which is now obviously incorrect. HK, Mikado, and Lil D attempted to rob a 25-year-old man in the Parkway Gardens housing complex. The man, a legal gun owner with a FOID card, raised his gun and exchanged fire with HK and one of the others. HK was fatally shot while Lil D and Mikado fled. The 25-year-old was not charged with murder as it was deemed self-defense. This was a significant loss for O'Block, and the mockery from their rivals came swiftly. Lil Bubba and Richie Jerk from Taekwon World confirmed HK is the killer of both Poppy and TB, tweeting, FHK, long live Biko and Poppy. HK was regarded as a hero by OB600 and the 300 movement. Even rapper Lil Durk paid homage on Twitter. Before we move on to the next Get Back, here's a side note. On May 25, 2018, Mubba Crump was shot and killed at a party. The actual target, 051 Melly, was also hit but survived. 4 years ago, I incorrectly stated that Lil T from THF was involved in the hit along with Bezu. This is false. Lil T falsely claimed the body, which led to the confusion. Bezu, who hinted at being questioned for the murder, allegedly carried it out with Lil Steve from Lamron. Some believe Nuskii and Get Right from STL/EBT were responsible, because Nuskii was arrested with the gun used in the murder 10 days later. The reason why people think Get Right was involved, is because they also believe Melly killed Get Right in revenge. I disagree with both theories. Guns are often passed around or discarded, especially after a murder when the gun is hot. No one keeps a gun with a body on it. I believe it was Bezu and Lil Steve. In the song No Auto, Lil Durk raps, "Can't have no Fei on your block as long as Steve out here," referencing the party where Crump was killed in a drive-by attack.
Hey, look, the nigga Crump woofing at me on the internet. Somebody smoke his ass, they come get me. You finna do the same shit.
After HK was killed, the streets were relatively quiet regarding Get Back for T-Roy. However, the summer of 2018 would turn out to be just as dark and cold as the previous year. GetBackGang was hunting for Get Right, who had been present at T-Roy's murder. This alone was enough for a block to target him. They were determined to eliminate everyone involved in T-Roy's death, and Get Right was the last one. On June 15, 2018, O-Block received information about Get Right's location. Get Right was standing outside a retail business in the 400 block of East 63rd Street with other STL members. A car pulled up in the parking lot next to the convenience store, and two shooters, Munaduk and Muwap, jumped out and opened fire. Their primary target was Get Right. Duke shot Get Right several times in the back, causing him to stumble and fall. Tragically, Muwap also shot and killed a bystander named Troy, a janitor who was simply doing his job. After shooting Troy multiple times, Muwap turned his attention to Get Right, who was already down, and shot him a few more times. Both shooters then ran back to the vehicle and sped away. Surveillance footage shows that Rasta from EBT fired back, with bullets narrowly missing Duke's shoulder and head. A few weeks after Duke and Moo-Wop allegedly killed Get Right from STL/EBT, and the innocent bystander, King Von released his first music video and single, Problems. He began the song with a shout-out to GetBackGang and subtly mocked Get Right by rapping, "Headshots if you ducking down, then we shoot at the ground, see folks gon' be killing shit, wipe the target and the witnesses. In down me," King Von rapped. Duke and Moo-Wop shoot some, got 250s, they 100. In 2 a.m., he rapped, "Moo-Wop did em dirty, now it's hot outside." Moo-Wop also referenced Duke in an unreleased song, rapping, "Duke like King Kong, standing over people in their hood." Adding to the evidence, Moo-Wop posted a story with a picture of him and Duke along with lyrics from 2 a.m. in the text, "You get the right, I got the left, we gon' meet back up." He also shared a picture on Instagram captioned, "You wouldn't even know what type of bond me and this dude got." Picture speaks for itself, with Duke posing as if aiming a gun at the ground and Moo-Wop aiming forward. A week after the murder, Edog tweeted a picture of himself with Moo-Wop, Duke, DQ, Gleesh, and Young'un. Caption, "You better get right or get left." King Von, who has mocked Get Right multiple times in his songs, immediately started a stream on Instagram where he mocked Get Right, which he referred to in the song Straight to It, where he rapped, "When them people die, we don't feel bad, we get 'em real mad, get up on live, make 'em real mad, 'cause we want 'em real bad." Interestingly, Duke was shot in the leg not long after Get Right was murdered.
Can't get right.
There you go. There you go.
Right, cause I can't get right.
Alright, now, everybody, not at one time. What just happened?
He said,
"Oh, see this nigga a bug."
everybody don't speak at work.
Hold on. What just happened?
A lot of glitches and F's.
Hold on, you right there with your hand up. You tell me what happened. What's your name? Diddy from Fox? What happened?
That's what happened.
Who got killed? That's what I'm asking y'all. You right there in the back, Diddy from Fox. Who got killed, gang?
Yeah.
Can't get right, got killed.
Word.
Can't get right,
Hey,
got
somebody
that.
show me a picture. I don't think I know y'all talking about.
Let's say drop a picture in the comments.
Show the first picture. Is this can't get...
Is that can't get right?
Hold on, is
Show
this
him.
him?
Is this
Or
can't get right?
Is
I
this
don't know
him?
how he look.
This what he look like?
This ain't called snitching. I'm just trying to get verified. You get verification.
Ah, dummy.
They tell some can't get up. Oh,
They always make some shit before we do it. They beat us to it every time.
y'all should start killing people. Cause y'all be doing this. You doing the name.
Oh, Steve, this nigga crazy. He doing y'all start killing people.
Yeah, they say can't get up.
Can't get up.
Can't get up.
Can't get up. Call this as can't
get up.
Y'all sure he
Damn,
get
they
up?
just whack can't get up.
Somebody tap and see if he gonna get up. He probably overdead on niggas get killed. Niggas.
Folks say that.
No, they ain't just saying shit.
That's crazy. I just saw him in the video too.
Before them, they
What's up,
acting
man?
like he was just that nigga too. Fucking different.
Look at my girlfriend tweaking. How to read?
Damn, they the smoke can't get up.
Yeah, they mad.
They said 2 down. Damn.
2 men. That no, I can't
On
take
David,
2.
they said it on both our
I
lives.
could barely
Take
take
David.
2 piece?
You know a paragraph, and when you see that paragraph.
You see that paragraph under that picture, you know it's over.
Damn, best friend, you just told me to pop out. I remember back in the days when you just told me to pop out, best friend. Why the fuck you do me like this? You bogus as hell. He ain't try to, bitch.
They
Shut
gonna
up.
be dissing the shit out you. You know, you better not get caught like that. You can see wait, you that. That's the thing I think
That's why
about.
I keep this G-Lock or this FN on me, on fool. Big ass bodyguard.
Don't nobody even care about Can't Get Right like that. I don't think they gonna slide like that. I don't think nothing finna happen because of that. So
they finna waste the rest of their money on that.
we ain't even gonna act like nothing finna happen. Just y'all go in the house.
That gotta pay for it.
Whoever ain't get shot, you lucky today. I'm finna go in the house. It's over.
Somebody just tagged me in the post. What the fuck going on?
All good. So whoever's safe and whoever ain't getting nothing, just go in the house. It's over. Don't act like y'all finna slide back. Fuck that shit, man.
He's taking his L. It's always. Fuck that shit up.
Got y'all next time, they y'all better run. That's because they ain't, you know, used to somebody just popping out a cut for real.
Looking at your ass.
Really on your ass. You just, shit get the flat past your you just want to do like one of these because you acting like you fake tough. But them bitches get the hitting you, damn, this shit, I can't move.
Crump getting that there, little fool. They got you too. Crump getting that there, little fool. They got you too.
He talking about that.
I was just thinking about you.
Oh, dang. I was just telling for them you down there going crazy.
Now your goof ass up here. Now your goof ass up here with me.
DD. They mad. They finna go shoot some more hypes like they do every time for Get Back.
After the murder of Crump, Melly wanted to punish Lil Durk again and did that by allegedly killing his cousin Baby D from Central City Gangsters on October 8, 2018. However, Baby D was not the main target. The main target was Lil Durk's brother D-Thang, who also sat in the car when Melly started shooting. D-Thang was hit by multiple bullets in the abdomen and legs but ultimately survived after several surgeries. D-Thang was later killed in June 2021. On October 9, 2018, GetBackGang claimed another victim, this time from Mob. Nuskii was killed in a hit carried out by 600. He was outside in the 5900 block of South Michigan, Mob territory, when a car drove by and at least one person inside opened fire. Nuskii was shot in the head, and a 20-year-old woman was hit in the foot. Both were taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where the woman survived, but Nuskii was pronounced dead. Capfuck12 from 600 have been frequently mentioned in connection with this murder. A year later, Capfuck12 tweeted, "Smoking Nuskii 'cause I know him." Nuskii was known for being involved in several shootouts and was a suspect in the murder of Lucy from Lakeside. Lucy, a 14-year-old boy, had allegedly punched Nuskii's little sister. Nuskii encountered Lacey at a gas station, a fight ensued, and later that day, Nuskii shot and killed Lucy in Mob territory. Although identified as the shooter, Nuskii was never charged. Detectives reported that Nuskii expressed regret for killing Lucy, not knowing how young he was. The murder of Nuskii was met with mockery from 600 block, but the tables quickly turned. Less than 24 hours later, mob retaliated by killing Waldo. On that day, Waldo was walking in the 300 block of East 63rd Street when a blue 2018 Impala pulled up. 4 people jumped out, firing about 22 rounds, hitting Waldo multiple times, including in the head. The shooters fled westbound, and Waldo, 22, was pronounced dead within 10 minutes. This murder is believed to be a joint hit by Mob and Geo Drive, with Lil Sean and Lil Boba from Mob, and Grayski from Geo Drive frequently mentioned as suspects. The trio streamed on Instagram after the murder, still in hoodies tied up. Lil Sean, deeply affected by Nuskii's death, posted several incriminating stories on Instagram, including, "Nuskii, the sun will shine on us today, on a drive, I take your life, straight homicide, I did enough crying, you know what time it is, and get his lacking ass, go," tagging Waldo's Instagram page.
Gas about, no hope you just be alive, you ain't gas about. Stupid. Hey, I hope you still be alive, y'all ain't gas about. I hope you still be alive, you ain't gas about. For real, for real. What's wrong, Shot? Why my shit busting like this, bro? Why my lab busting like this, bro?
What Dirk say? We get shit done, boy.
My lab busting, bro. Why my lab busting like this? I ain't gonna put you in there. Real niggas, you don't wanna, you not playing with no look shit. All them knives, all this roll with. Oh man. I don't know if 40 or a nigga or a top over here ain't playing all that shit. Fuck Waldo though.
Waldo, a beloved and respected member of 600 known by the nickname 4.0, was an alleged shooter and killer. He was also known for his disrespectful posts mocking deceased members like Lil Jojo and Lil Mark. After his death, FBG Duck mocked him in the song Exposing Me, where he rapped, "He got caught in traffic, Waldo ain't got to finish his status, he on the internet laughing, capping, then got caught without it." It's baffling that Waldo was out walking the day after Nuskii's murder, seemingly unaware of the danger. Even a friend had warned him about being outside like that. 2 weeks later, Nuskii's funeral was shot up. During the chaos, a ricochet hit Nuskii in the head, allegedly from one of his own people, possibly 10 milli from Mob. Nuskii survived. There's controversy about who was responsible for the shooting. Both 800 and O-Block have claimed it online and in songs, particularly King Von. The only solid evidence is that King Von was questioned about the shooting during an arrest, and police also suspected O-Block. My belief is that O-Block members were behind it. The name mostly mentioned with this shooting is DQ from O-Block. 2 hours before the funeral, Edog from O-Block tweeted, "Get back gang gone, get rid of him." This was the final event I covered in the video, which focused on the years 2014 to 2018. The video was originally made in 2019 and first uploaded to my previous channel, Chicago Scene 77. Those who remember, remember. Everyone knows that O'Block ultimately sealed the Get Back Gang campaign with the killing of Duck, which I consider the last murder in their murderous campaign and possibly in the war between O'Block and STL/CBT. RB600 dropped at least 9 bodies, depending on who is counting, and lost only 2 members. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment what you thought. Comment what you want to see next. God bless you all.